What is up, folks? This is the Healthy Husbands Coach coming at you. And I am Jay Hopkins, the international personal trainer and the Healthy Husbands Coach himself. This is a men's motivational mix-up. So I'm going to be looking at my notes specifically tailored for you. And I'm very excited for this because I dove through some of the stuff when I was at my lowest moments. And these are some questions I was going through because I'm trying to figure out how to get in the minds of men that are being stubborn at the moment that might not ask for help. So these are just some things that I am going through, and I just want you to follow along with me. I'm going to be messing with this computer. I got pop-ups coming up, everything else. So I'm going to do my best. I got my little tunes playing with my lady Alexa. Anyway, some of the thoughts that go through as a man and a husband, a spouse, a fiance, a boyfriend. I can do it all myself. I used to be an athlete. I created all this bullshit myself, so I can get myself out of it. I don't need any trainer. I already know everything. I'm the breadwinner in the family, so it's my way or the highway. Let the wife get her trainer. I can do it on my own, right? Well, we're transitioning from a form of power, which I think is a good thing. But as men, we were grown up on the Leave It to Beaver life, to where the woman stayed home, the man worked all the freaking time, and she did everything possible. Well, now she works also, and may or may not make more than us. A lot of cases, they make more than us. That's life. They come home, and we still have the same mentality that'll break up the relationship to where it's like your job is the laundry, and your job is to take the kids here and there, and I need to just fix the cars and cut the grass. Neither that I do, FYI. But those are some of the challenges that we're going through as men. And what happens is, 5 to 10 years down the road, you look back and say, what the fuck happened? I'm overweight, I'm tired, I'm not inspired, and I have health issues now. I've been there. I've done that. I just want you to understand that I've done that. And I've also messed up. I have a failed relationship. It's just kind of what happens with life. You go through. At one point, I was 250 pounds plus at a 46-inch waist. And literally, I'm only 5'9", so my waist was so wide. And my inseam, it was a mess. And I kept on I remember being depressed, making another notch to the longest way I could. And at one point, my belt had that extra, so that's not going to go in the loop, right there. Okay, I was in denial to get a new belt that was maybe a 50-inch, and that's when I was I got to start changing some stuff. And based on the BMI rates, which almost everyone is obese, but I was at a 36.9% obesity rate, and that's not acceptable. But I was going through the motions, and like I said, I've been there and I've done that. So my program is tailored specifically for men, and it's more than the workouts, more than the macros. I'm adding that motivation in that's going to get you over that hurdle that a lot of people just don't. It's all workout motivation, or workout and macros. And we're going beyond the diet and nutrition. We're going through some issues and some problems that you're going through, and the spousal issues, the relationship issues. If you're a fiance, you're going through the issues with the marriage coming up, and you got to shed this weight, and then you got stress on top of it. I mean, I don't want my men to look back where I was at, saying I had a chance to change myself at some point, and I didn't. Instead, you don't want your woman to find someone younger, more fit, because then all you have left is just memories. of each other. And you can't be a better person or change the world or even be a better manager or a better person at work when every second all you have running through your head is just the memories that you used to have. And so it has to change. It has to start with you. And eventually that consumes you, and you either reach rock bottom and move forward, or you reach rock bottom and explode. So that's up to you to see where you're at. But I reach out to all the men, the fiancés, the husbands, the boyfriends. You gotta feel your own pain and your own journey before you can reclaim your life. I just need to try to point that out to you as you get going. I'm not here to fix your relationship. That's not me. We're going to talk about some stuff as we get going through this and how you deal with, the meal prepping, the different plans, and how you do the parties and weekend events. And summer's coming up, so it's going to be very challenging with some things, but it's very, very simple where you just change a couple things here and there. Most importantly, I want you to reclaim the old you. Now, this might not be for everyone else reading this or listening to it, and that's fine. I guarantee you, if you click share and move this on and pass it along, someone out there is hurting from the same bullshit. Might not be you, but it could be someone else within your connection to where they're hurting. So I would encourage you to like the video. I would encourage you to subscribe, obviously. But most importantly, if it ain't for you, pass it along. Because there is someone out there that is hurting and suffering and can't really find a way. And their ego, as men, is way too easy for them to just go to the gym and get a trainer. So that's what's beautiful about my online program, is that we can do this and almost no one knows. Your spouse is going to know. You're going to see it. But what I'm saying is you don't have to sit there and have that ego check to where, like, yeah, I did this. When you get done, most certainly, you move that and pass that on. But I heard a thing on a video that it just really encapsulated an unbelievable feeling. Meaning, this was a commencement speech speaking to the University of Texas. And it was a Navy commander. And I'm going to put it in numbers of just one person. He was doing it for 8,000 people. In your time period, you will meet, allegedly through the algorithm of Ask.com, you're going to meet about 10,000 people in your lifetime. And if every one that you run into, if you only change 20 people, or change 20 people's lives, and then they reciprocate that, then they change 20 people's lives. What is so freaking awesome, and I love numbers, so I hope I'm right on this, but if you take the 20 times the 20, and you go 5 generations down, which is about 120 years, give or take, that's 64 million people that one person changed. So I took it one step further, and I wanted to see countries by population, where they're at. What's awesome is that currently at this level, I understand that people are still going to have babies and the population is going to grow, obviously in 120 years. But let's look at the fact that from the ranking of 23rd, which is Italy, down to the very last country, is 233. 23 down to 233. Every single one of those in between have less than 64 million people. Kind of gave me chills. Take that one step further. 64 million people in those countries down below. Not 64 million is 90% of the population. I'm saying 90% of the countries you could have a huge impact on. And that's just amazing. 20 people out of 10,000 that you could meet in your whole fucking life You could make a difference. You don't have to listen to that hater that's talking shit about you when you're trying to go for that promotion and that. The thing is with health, if you're feeling better about yourself, you're seeing the changes, it's going to trickle down in every aspect of your life. And then you're going to take that to the next level. Maybe you bring a buddy in. Says, man, you lost, what, 40 pounds? How'd you do it? Boom, now you got that. You get that going. And it's going to change every single aspect of the husbands out there and could save many marriages, many relationships, because you finally took ownership of the shit you got yourself into. And what I mean by that is, and I've said this, I literally woke up and I started buying the 64 ounce gulp of Mountain Dew. Of course, there's ice in that, so it's not really 60 ounces, so we're okay, right? You got that sugar intake. What I do, the 2 apple pies every day. Next thing you know, I was like, that ain't enough. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to have my 2-liter Mountain Dew. And you start the day, and next thing you know, you got the 2-liter Mountain Dew. Am I working out? No, man, I'm being a dad. I'm being a husband. I'm doing this and doing that. And the problem is, when you go through that process, you're not being that husband. You're being a slug slowly moving through life. And then you want to point fingers when you see all these other people succeeding. It's my dog, Callie, blowing shit up. You're slugging your way through, and then one day you're going to wake up and you're either going to be dying, you're going to have diabetes, or you lost one of the best friendships you've ever had. So I don't want that to be you. I want my husbands to DM me, pass this along, and let's start kicking some ass, because June is coming. And my dog, I don't know what she's up to, but anyway, thank you. Please subscribe, like my video, and pass the fucking shit on. Love you guys.